Oh hi, good morning everyone. Today I'll show you a demonstration on QuickNet Limo management software. Let me just give you a quick view about what we are going to cover up in today's demonstration. In today's demonstration, I'm going to show you what all features we have covered up in the front end of the website, like how a customer can do a registration, how a driver can do the registration, and then I'll walk you through the entire backend panel system using which you can control your entire business operations. It has amazing features and very helpful and very easy to use system. So let's get started with the website front end. Okay, so if you see the website front end, the front end is used as a company brand and it is used for the customers, so they can come to the website and they can take a feel about the business. The website front end is mobile responsive. It has very basic features like it has the scrolling banners. It has this beautiful features via which we can select the city, pickup location and drop off location, date and time. It's a scheduler, and then I get to see my rates and everything. And this is just a demonstration in which you get to see what are the features the app has. This is testimonials, and that's the footer section in which we get to see all the social media links. From the front end, what we are going to do is the customers and the drivers both get an opportunity to do a basic sign up. So this is the sign up section. Let's say a customer wants to be a part of system, so he's just gonna click on sign up, and he's gonna go through a basic registration, which is gonna be first name, last name, mobile number, email ID, password, and he's gonna put it in his credit card information, and he's just gonna click on sign up, and that's pretty much it. What happens is, we have done a verification of the customer. A verification email is gonna go to his email ID, and once he confirms on the verification email, he would be able to log in. Same goes for the driver. Now let's say driver wants to be associated with the limo business or with the taxi business. What he has to do is he just have to click on the sign up, go to become a driver section, and do a basic sign up with first name, last name, address, province, city, zip code, mobile number, business number, email ID, password, and confirm password, and just click on sign up. Now let me show you what happens. We have followed a thorough compliance for the drivers. So once the driver gets into the system or registered into the system, we are verifying his email ID. But even after verification of the email ID, his account is not gonna get activated. So what happens is I'll just give you a walkthrough of this. Let's say I want to sign in as a driver. Let's get started with the driver first. I'm going to use a dummy account over here. If you see, I'm going to sign it with driver@gmail.com, and I'm using a password 123123. I'm going to click on sign in. The moment I click on sign in, I get inside the dashboard panel of the driver. This is the dashboard section. If he has made any trips, if the driver wants to find out how much trips he has done in a month, or he can give in his start date and end date, he'll be able to find this out. So this is a search utility for him. He'll get to see what was the name of the customer, the rider name is the customer name, what was the duration of the ride, what was the mileage, how much distance was covered, and how much charge was taken by the customer. So currently it says no rides found. If I click on the account settings section, this is where he can control and manage his profile. So first name, last name, I can manage or remove my profile information from here. I can put in my address information, province, city, zip code, mobile, account information. This is an important functionality in which he can choose his license type. Is he operating a limo or is he operating a taxi? He can put in the expiry of the license. What is the date of the license? When is the license going to expire? Let's take a case in which the driver's license is going to expire, let's say on 15th of October. He's immediately going to get a lot of notifications saying that his license is going to expire and he has to renew the license. So if he doesn't renew the license, his account is going to get suspended by default, and that is managed by the system. He'll have to put in his Limo taxi license from here. He has to put in the this is just a dummy image actually. He can put the police verification report over here and just click on update information. So that's how it's like the driver can maintain and manage the profile. He can also put, the driver can also put in the vehicle information from here, from the front end. He has to specify the information about his vehicle, like the type of the vehicle he's trying to operate from here, the vehicle model, the color of the vehicle, year of the vehicle, license plate province, vehicle, if he has the insurance or no, yes and no. Vehicle ownership is going to be yes and no. Reports are the section from which the driver will come to know if he wants to generate a report and find out how many rides he did from date and to date. He'll be able to find that out from here. Help and support is just for giving basic idea to the driver. If he has any question, generic question, this can be managed from the back end. This is how the front end of the driver looks like. Now let me just sign out and let me show you like how easy it is, how easy is the customer login now. So I'm just going to click over here, and customer is the rider actually. So I'm going to sign in, and if you see, this is the login interface of the customer. I just click on account settings and I can manage the profile of the customer from here. The customer also gets an opportunity to add in credit cards. The customer can add in multiple credit cards from this place. We have also given an invite section. Invitation is like if I invite to my friends on Facebook or Twitter or Google+, this is an invitation link. Using this invitation, each invitation link has a unique ID. So if the invitation link is passed to any of my friends, and if my friends subscribe to ride-in services, and if they apply for a ride, I get the discounts actually. I get the benefits because it was my referrals, and I get referral bonus, and I can apply and I can gather reward points as well. I can apply for discounts and everything, and I can renew my points as well from here. Now I'll go to the report section. If I go to the report section, the customer also gets an opportunity to see, you know, it's like he has taken how many rides. So from and to has been provided over here. It's an easy to go feature. Help and support, like I said, it's very basic. If the customer wants to know any information about the company or has any FAQs or general questions, all the general questions are listed over here. Now let me go to the most important part, which is the back end of this entire Limo management software. So if I go to the back end of this particular software, I'm going to go to the dashboard first. If I start with the dashboard will give me all sets of information at one glance. If you see, it's like I get to see today's transaction information over here, like today's transaction done by the drivers, how much was the transaction, what was the type of the transaction. We are offering two functionality. Either the customer can pay using credit card, it can be a Visa, it can be a debit card as well, it can be American Express, MasterCard, or it can be PayPal as well, or it can be cash as well. So we are allowing cash as well to be paid by the customer to the driver, but you can turn that feature on and off based upon your business preference and amount and the date. Today's trip is going to show me the information. It's like who was the customer, who was the driver, what was the distance traveled, and what was the final payment. Today's new customer is going to show me the information of who has signed up today as a customer. Today's new driver is going to be if any driver has subscribed for my business, wants to be a part of my business. I'll get to see that information over here on the dashboard. If I go on the admin section, I see an option which is manage admin. Manage admin is like manage your staff members. You can add in your staff member over here. You can add in that first name, last name, email ID and password. Just save it so that they'll be able to log into the dashboard and they can manage and control operations of your business. If I click on the customer tab, if any customer has signed up from the front end, he would immediately appear over here. I'll give you an example. So we have given you features like add new customer. If you want to add a customer from the back end, if the customer is not able to do the sign up from the front end, we can also add the customers from the backend. So I click on add new. I can add in first name, last name, profile image of the customer, province information, province is state, city, mobile number, email ID, password, postal code, and promotion code. The promotion code gets generated automatically for each customer. Each customer would have their own promotional code. Let me go back on the customer tab. We have given you functionality to have pagination, how many records you want to see at one go. I get to see all this information. This is all dummy information. Let's say I want to edit a profile and I want to see it's like what all information is present for this customer. I get to see his first name, last name. I can see his profile image from here, his province, city, his mobile number, email ID, postal code, promotion code, status. If I want to make his account active, inactive, I can do that. If I feel the customer is trying to do any fraudulent activity, I can deactivate his account. I can make it inactive and I can save it. So that is also given in the backend panel. Trip details give me an opportunity to see it's like how many trips were done by this customer. Who was the driver? What was the pickup location? What was the drop location? What was the total discount if he has applied for any discount? What was the distance traveled in the trip? What was the code fare? And what was the date actually when the travel was done? So I get to see all the information over here. So customer tab is very simple. It allows me to have complete management on my customer and I get to see all the information very, very clearly. It does not require any special training. It's very, very basic and it's very amazing. The same goes for the driver. If any driver has signed up from the front end, I'm clicking on the driver tab. I get to see if any driver has signed up from the front end. I get to see the information over here. Similar to customer, we have also given you the option for pagination over here. There's a beautiful option available in the customer tab. I missed that part, but that's export actually. The moment I click on export, I get a file in which I get to see all the customer information over here. So I can print it and I'll come to know it's like who's the customer and how many customers I have and what date they have registered, what's the status of the account and everything. I get to see all piece of information. Similarly, there is a functionality to export the information of the drivers. You can just click on export and get to see all the information. I get to see all the information over here. I can search for anyone's information. So for example, I just want to find out Kevin. I can find it out by KEV and it will auto populate everything. We have used Ajax and it's an advanced programming. So I can also add drivers from this section. I click on add driver and I can add the driver information, first name, last name, profile information, email ID, province, and I can capture in all the information. If he has any business number or business identity, I can put that information over here. Let me go back to the driver tab. Let me show you what you can do in the edit section. So this driver has signed up from the front end. I get to see all his information over here. And then it's like I get to see his license information over here. Whenever he's going to put any information from here, I can see the driver license information. I can verify if the information is correct, is incorrect. What is the license type? Is he operating a limo or taxi? And I get to see his license, his police report over here. I just had to click on view. I get to see over here. That's just a dummy image. His police reports and everything. Verified status. What I can do is like whether I have verified him, whether I approve him, reject him or not checked, I can put it over here. Trip details, I get to see it's like how many trips are done by the driver, which customer he has attended, what was the pickup location, destination location. I can search in all sets of information for the driver. Vehicle tab is the tab in which, let's say if the business is operating a limo and a taxi, so I can add in all the vehicle information over here. For example, if I click on manage vehicle, I click on manage vehicle and I can put in whatever vehicles are managed by the business at current moment. So let's say if you are operating the sedan series or a taxi or a limo or an SUV, you can put that information over here. Just got to click on add new, add the type of vehicle type, vehicle person capacity, how many people can be a part of that particular vehicle, could fit into the vehicle. You can put that information here. You can put the vehicle image over here and you can click the status as active and inactive. If you feel you are not operating the vehicle, just turn it inactive. but you can still have that information in the backend panel. Manage vehicle model is, if you have the vehicle, you can put in the model of the vehicle, which vehicle you're operating, what is the model of vehicle. You can edit all the information over here. Manage vehicle color is very simple. It is very important from a compliance perspective. If something goes wrong, if there is an accident or something has gone wrong, you need to have all sorts of information with you. You cannot take chances. So control your data of all the vehicle colors and everything from this particular tab. Vehicle tracker is a beautiful feature. It's an amazing feature. What do you get to see in vehicle tracker is, let's say you have about you have about 500 drivers signed up with your business, and this is the map which is going to show you where your vehicles are present. And this can be global, this can be in one part of the world, or this can be anywhere in the world. This map will show you all the vehicles where they are operated. The moment the vehicle moves, you get to see it's like the vehicle position is changing and everything. You can track all your vehicles over here, and you can keep a complete control on the business. It's an amazing feature of this Limo management software. Now I'm going to go over here. Fixed ride is like the way the business is operated is like, you can either your customers can go for a variable ride, or they can have fixed ride in business. Fixed ride is like you can display certain fixed ride from airport to another location, from A to B location. So create your fixed rides over here. I'm going to click on add new. You'll get to see the map over here. Select the city you want to choose. Let's say you want to select in Toronto. Select the pickup location, select the drop location. The distance is going to be automatically calculated. The total minutes are going to be automatically calculated by Google API services. Status is going to appear over here. You can turn it active and inactive. The prices will be auto calculated, but you can manually edit the prices as well. This is a good feature, because how the prices are calculated is a simple formula. How it works is like, when we come to the settings tab, I'll show you it's like how it is done. So you'll come to know about it. Transaction tab is you get to see all your transactions, like today's transaction, and you want to search in and you want to find in what's happening. You get to see all the transactions over here. Withdrawals are like what your driver is trying to, how much you paid to your driver. Does he owes anything back to the company, or what's the status, like paid, unpaid, you get to see over here. Promotion code, like I said, is for branding purpose, is for increasing the business, is to ensure it's like your, whenever any customer, any promotion code has been promoted by the customer, he gets to have the bonus points with him, and you can set it up from the backend panel. What you got to do is like just click on add new. Select the discount type. It can be, you can set this discount as a percentage, or you can put it as any amount, any fixed price amount. So let's say if you refer someone and you want to give $5 discount for the next ride, $5 will get added as a credit in the account of the customer, and the customer can use it anytime. He can, whenever he wants to utilize the credit, he can utilize the credit. So that's how you manage the promotion code section. Settings tab is the most important tab. When you get this software, you got to make sure you're configuring your settings in the right way. So what you got to do is like manage fare is a section in which you are trying to manage all the fare information, price information, like how the customer is going to get charged. I'll give you a walkthrough about how this works. What you got to do is like, you got to, in settings tab, if you see, it's like you can control the city under which it's like your business, you're going to operate your business, or how you're going to operate your province, the state, in which state you're going to operate your business, and in which city you're going to operate the business. So you got to select your city. You got to select, it's like which vehicle you're going to operate. Put in the base fare. The base fare is like a standard fare. Fixed rate is, if there is any fixed rate, you got to put the fixed rate. Put in the minimum kilometer. So what is minimum kilometer is like, let's say you decide upon a minimum kilometer of 2 kilometers or 1 kilometer, or it can be miles as well. We can change kilometers to miles. That is also doable in the software. Let's say you decide 1 mile, it's like if the customer journey is less than 1 mile. In that particular case, the minimum fare will get applied. so we don't have to be worried. It will not calculate, but a minimum base fare will apply, like $10, $15, based upon your business decision. Per kilometer fare is, you got to put it's like this particular vehicle, if it is, how the charges are going to be based out. It's like how the charges are going to appear. Are they going to be per kilometer? How much is going to be the rate? Put that information over here. You're also going to charge them on per minute, because that's an important criteria. So for example, let's say the customer wants to travel from A point to B point, and let's say he's going to travel in about like 10 miles. So you charge based upon per mile, but how much time it has taken to reach from A point to B point, you can put that information over here. And cancellation charges, like you can put a flat cancellation charge. The amount can be in a Canadian dollar, or it can be in US dollars as well. That is also configurable. So that's how you configure your ad fare details over here. You can manage your mobile banners from this section. Your mobile, this site that we are offering is a mobile responsive site. Very important thing from an search engine optimization perspective. That's what we are offering to you. Then if you go over here, like manage content management system, I click on manage content management. You can control all the page information, the static page information of the front end, your legal information, your privacy policy information, terms and policy, and about us information from the backend panel. So you don't need any programming help. A proper content management has been offered to you. I'll just edit the section and show to you how it works. So that's the title of the page, that's the name of the page, this is the content. You have an editor like word editor. You can make it bold, italic, you can align spacing and everything. You can put in the sequence number. For the navigation, you want to put it at the first place, second place, third place, or fourth place. Change the order. You want to turn it active and inactive, you can do that. So pretty much like a content management system. Manage emails are like if someone is trying to contact you from the front end, or if the driver is trying to contact you, or the customer is trying to contact you, anyone from the back office team, they can put in the information here, and all the information is going to get captured over here. Then I'll move on to the manage FAQ category section. You remember it's like when we logged into the customer account and the driver account, they both had some FAQs, any frequently asked question. So you can control it over here. You can control the categories from here, change whatever categories you want to put, you can put it over here. And if you want to manage the FAQs, what you got to do is like just click on add new, select the category under which you want to create the questions, put it over there and put the answers for that, and the customer or the driver will be able to see that information. Moving further, contact us is if anyone from the front end is trying to contact you. That's the basic form. All the information is captured here, and the admin also gets an email. Province and cities, like province master is like the states under which you want to operate your business. Put all the information over here. You can add the states, you can delete the state, you can make it active and inactive. Again, you have pagination over here. Again, you can search some information, edit any information. You have a pagination over here as well. City master is like how many city you want to operate the business under, so you get to see all that information over here. I'm going to move further. Settings is the most important tab. You got to put in the name of your business, those changes, it's an dumb information. Admin email ID, where you want to get contacted, you got to put that information over here. Then FAQ link, Google Plus, Twitter link, LinkedIn, all the social media links you can put it, and you get to see all the social media links are present at the footer section of the front end. You can control it from here. PayPal information, what we have done is like we have integrated the system with PayPal Pro, so the customers can pay using PayPal, they can pay using MasterCard, Visa card, American Express, and you can put in the right information over here. You can put in the API username and password. This is important. Transaction mode can be yes and no. Currently I'm putting it no because we are trying to do some, it's just a demo, and I put the system on not on live mode, so you can control the live mode, yes and no from here. Company information, your Facebook ID, put it over here. Your footer about a section, put it over here. Footer text can be here. Currency, set the currency, whether you want to change it from Canadian dollar to United States, put the currency that you want over here. Contact information, your cancellation fee, standard cancellation fee. Company information, where you want to get your all your notifications and everything can be managed from here. Company given charge, driver charge. So this is percentage. So for example, it's like let's say you want to keep 5% of the amount for every transaction. So you put the percentage amount over here, which means, let's take an example. If the customer has an invoice of $100, so what is going to happen in that case is like $95 will come to the driver who's associated with the company, and 5% as a royalty bonus will come to your company. This can be anything. It's like this is just some dummy information. Thank you so much for watching the demonstration. If you have any more questions, get in touch with us. We would be more than happy to give you more information about the software. Thanks a lot.